right now, which is refreshing. The total crypto market cap of the 9,338 coins that CoinGecko is tracking is $2.268 trillion. Bitcoin back over 48,000 after taking a dive earlier a few days ago. Ethereum 35.33, Cardano 2.53, Tether a buck, Binance $430, XRP a buck and 12 cents. Solana, rough roads. We're going to talk about that in the news here in a little bit. Down 7% this week at $161. Polkadot, big run, up 31%, $36.63. Dogecoin, almost a quarter, and number 10 is USD coin. USD coining at $1 even.
Yeah. So let's see, what has this week been like? Well, there's been some winners out there, and one of them is Hedera Hashgraph, the HBAR token, up almost 100%, 95%. The Elron D. Hubbard one is up 67%. Cosmos, the Atom token, up 61%. Tezos, keep an eye on Tezos, folks. Tezos is, it's already a $6 billion market cap, but I think this could be one of those ones that starts popping off like a Solana. Not financial advice, but this past week it is up 60%. I hold a nice amount of Tezos. Algorand also up 60%. Icon, the ICX token, up 58%. And then there's some other ones that are up as well. Here's a notable one. Tron was up 40%. Polkadot up 31%. Kusama up 27%. Some other ones. What were about the big losers? Any big losers this week?
Well, I don't want to say his name, but that dude is a big loser. Actually, over the last 7, not too horrible. Celsius is out of the top 100, the biggest loser, down 12%. Big deal. That's in the crypto world. We don't even call that a loss. We call it just another day in crypto.
Everyone knows such a loser. That's Solana. Solana was down 7%. And there's a reason for that. We're going to cover that here in...
How about right now? Here we go. It's on CryptoPotato.com. Solana down for hours. Validators planning a network restart. Apparently it is resolved. The blockchain halted for 7 hours yesterday. And this is not good. They tweeted that the mainnet began experiencing intermittent instability, and developers were getting to the bottom of it. What they figured out is that there was resource exhaustion. They were too busy. There was denial of service on the network because Radium IDO bots were trying to snipe tokens at the launch of an IDO. So basically, the chain got overwhelmed.
Yeah, but think of that. 400,000 transactions per second. That is a lot. Well, I believe isn't that more than like a MasterCard and shit? Like, that's a lot of freaking transactions.
More. Yeah. Let me DuckDuckGo that. How many transactions per second does Visa do? Let's see if the DuckDuckGo Oracle can give me that information. So apparently, a story I found on Bitcoin.com from just yesterday says no, Visa doesn't handle 24,000 TPS, and neither does your pet blockchain. So they're saying that all of that is a myth. I don't know what this article says, so I'm not going to speak to it any further, but I am going to put a link to it in the show notes, and you guys can go do some research on this and figure out what's the deal here. Are they, is everybody just BSing us? Because that doesn't happen in today's world, ever. Well, all the time.
I've never heard BS coming from anyone.
So Solana should be back up now. And of course, Solana is now in the NFT space. And, one of our favorite game projects, Star Atlas, had an incredibly successful, maybe the most successful IDO, right? Because their tokens were up like 200%, right? No, it was more than that. Yeah. Is that
it? Was ridiculous. That's all I know. It went crazy, went balls to the wall, and
it wasn't 200%. It was like it was because their token went on for like 6 cents.
Times. It was 200.
Yeah, 200 times. It went on sale for 6 cents in pre-sale. It got up to like, I don't know, was it $15, $16?
Right.
That's not 200%. That's 200x.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It's a big difference. That's 2x versus 200x, which is a little bit different now. So there's been some stuff popping out here around El Salvador. So what happened was, they launched last Tuesday. El Salvador said, hey, okay, this is the day Bitcoin is now official legal tender. The price of Bitcoin tanked, almost like it was a coordinated bot effort across many different exchanges at the same time. It was very wild to see, and they had a ton of volume popping off at that time as well. So there does seem to be some big volume, but did crash from 50K down to 43K. Now it's back up to 48K.
Yep. This is the first country. I mean, whatever else you think of El Salvador, congrats to them they will always be the first country to have said we recognize Bitcoin as a form of legal tender, and whoever is a merchant must accept it. That's groundbreaking stuff.
You know who else must accept it, Joel?
Walmart.
Western Union must accept it, and other of these companies that charge remittances, because in 2020 El Salvador received nearly $6 billion in remittances, which accounted for about 23% of its total gross domestic product. Now they're saying that El Salvador's new Bitcoin wallets, they could cost Western Union and other companies $400 million plus a year. Hold on. Let me cry for them real quick. I'm so sorry for you, Western Union. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I remember when I was younger and I first heard the term gross domestic product, I'm like, does that country create disgusting things? What is it? Oh, the product they put out's gross. They sell fingers or something.
No, they're domestic for the home. Right. They sell gross brooms.
So if there is a Walmart in El Salvador, they have to accept Bitcoin as well. I don't know if they are, but here's what they're not accepting. They're not accepting or partnering with Litecoin.